That's right. So Tim Cook's message here today is supposed to praise Europe's general data protection regulation. And this is rhetoric that has been used by a couple of other tech CEOs as well. But that, you're right, Karen, that does not mean that the US or any other country is going to go ahead and adopt these rules. GDPR has been seen as a major framework for companies that are looking to protect user data and really put the consumer at the core of regulation here. And that's what Tim Cook is expected to address in his message today. He's also expected to call for privacy as a fundamental right, which is something he's said in the past about Apple. Now, we had a chance yesterday to speak with the Deputy Commissioner for the Irish Data Protection Commission. That regulator has taken on a leading role in some of the GDPR enforcement, particularly because many multinationals are headquartered in Ireland. So here's what the Deputy Commissioner told us about the importance of GDPR as a framework for protecting data.
Aiming a service at a person in the European Union, well then you must comply with the European Union standards. So it's not a new principle or a novel principle, but it's certainly something I think which is fair. And it's basically that quid pro quo for companies across the world, and not necessarily American companies, but wherever they come from, to say if you want to do business in the European Union, it's a big market, but here's the rules by which you must work towards and comply with.
So the point there really is that GDPR applies to any company that wants to do business in the EU, and that's why some of the big US tech companies care about this regulation. The Irish Data Protection Commission is currently investigating Facebook for a data breach last month that affected 29 million users, 3 million of those here in Europe. And the Deputy Commissioner told us that he expects that they will come to a conclusion of that investigation in the coming months. Facebook could face fines of up to $1.6 billion if they are found that they breached GDPR rules. And that is one of the big pieces of this regulation, is that there are real teeth. Now, we will also be hearing in a video message from Mark Zuckerberg from the conference later today, in addition to that keynote from Tim Cook. Back to you guys.
What I find interesting about all of this, Elizabeth, and I mean, there's some irony to the fact that Mark Zuckerberg is there. He's not actually at the conference. As you said, he's going to deliver a video message. Tim Cook is there. All of them are calling for more regulation. Why the sudden change of tone, apart from the fact that it's politically expedient for them right now?
Right, that's right. So a lot of the conversation is that users are demanding to know more about where their personal data is used. So that's why CEOs like Tim Cook, like Mark Zuckerberg, are responding and saying, okay, yes, this is something that we care about. Now, of course, their businesses, especially in the case of Facebook or Google, are very reliant on that user data. So a lot of this is rhetoric saying we support these regulations, but it is to be seen, particularly if this regulation went into effect in the US, if they would still remain as supportive over there.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now, to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.